Dear Lightworkers, with all the chaos and dark energy that feels like it's trying to blot out the sun, aren't there days when it feels like you're teetering on the edge of a precipice? I know I am. Those are the times to call out to your angels for extra support, because together you can move right past the precipice darkness. Do you suppose the moon feels that way when she's eclipsed? Hi, this is Debbra Lupien, voice of the Akashic Records, bringing you words of comfort and wise counsel from Archangel Metatron on the topic of Roe versus Wade. Some months ago, when the Divine Feminine brought their message of Earthtopia, they were angry, which confused me because channeled messages are usually uplifting. This one had the energy of, we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. Now, today, in the context of the latest onslaught against Roe v. Wade, their tone and message totally makes sense, because this is about more than Roe. At its core, it's about subjugating women to second-class citizen status, and that should concern us all. As I listened to the brilliant women representing women's reproductive rights before the Supreme Court, I thought they nailed it. But the guy from Mississippi, his arguments were so lame, it was almost like he was dialing it in. This is a man arguing that women can't be trusted to make decisions about their own bodies. Hello, did we learn nothing from the recent Britney Spears conservatorship injustice? Before the arguments were even finished, the pundits had already begun weighing in with their doom and gloom take. According to them, it's all but certain this Supreme Court will overturn Roe. Excuse me, did we just listen to the same oral arguments? Yet the majority of experts seem convinced this is the end of Roe. Can they be right? Suddenly, all sorts of dark thoughts about the slippery slope that we find ourselves teetering on were unleashed. The US has an appalling maternal mortality rate, which is rarely mentioned. That means overturning Roe is an effective death sentence for some women. Don't even get me started on the little girls who get raped and impregnated by their fathers or someone else. Lives are ruined before they've barely begun, and now those little girls will be sentenced to death in childbirth or to being mothers when they're still babies themselves. All of these thoughts rolling around in my head. Insanity. Finally, I came to my senses and I shut down those dark thoughts long enough to consult with Archangel Metatron. His wise counsel was exactly the tonic I needed. So if you've also been in a tizzy about this, I hope his words will bring you comfort as well. The message came in two parts. First, it was the typical spiritual speak message, which has its place, but on that day, I really was looking for more. So I went back for a second message, and this time it was more grounded, strategic. That's what we needed. So stay with me until the very end to hear all of Metatron's wise counsel on how we approach the coming battle. Part 1. I asked, Metatron, is there anything you'd like us to know about the Roe versus Wade debate? Metatron responds, much ado about nothing. Bear a child or not, it's totally up to you. There's no judgment from our perspective on your choices. Remember, you are a sovereign soul. That includes being sovereign over your own body. I said, thank you, Metatron. What would you say to people who are in emotional turmoil over this issue? Metatron responds, what you focus upon expands. Unless you're in a position of authority to be involved in the decision, then it would be wise not to allow yourself to be drawn into the turmoil, for that will cause you to veer off your path. It will play out as it plays out. You fretting over it will not help and may contribute to the negative energy, which could lead to its reversal. Ask your angels to intervene. You can always do that. For your own best interests, avoid getting into conflict over it, and that includes in your own head. Turn it over to your angels and stop feeding the fire by fretting. I responded, thank you, Metatron. Anything else you'd like to say on the subject? Metatron replies, what else is there to say? Don't make it more complicated than it need be. Avoid engaging with negative energy and fighting uphill battles. There's another far better path that travels downstream. Ease and flow. Ease and flow. Make that your mantra. Do your best to stay in the energy of ease and flow. You'll accomplish more. You'll feel more satisfaction, and you'll create space for something wonderfully delicious to come into your awareness. I asked, can you tell us whether Roe will be overturned? Metatron replies, at the present moment, it's leaning that way. However, if enough of you release the energetic hold it has on you and get your angels involved, the possibility exists it could remain in effect. There are powerful forces at work to suppress the rising divine feminine. You strike terror in their hearts. Don't help them by getting involved in the tug of war over your body. Remember, everything always works out for you. Accept nothing less. It is your divine birthright. It was Creator who declared each and every soul sovereign. Man cannot permanently change that truth. They may temporarily prevail, but the day of reckoning is coming, and there will be hell to pay, as you would say. For every action, there's a consequence, and these actions are lining up some mammoth consequences. Be careful what you set in motion, lest it take on a life of its own and knock you flat. Be selective about where you use your vital force energy. Understand, this political football is a distraction. Don't get sucked into that trap, for it will rapidly derail your soul journey. That would be a tragedy. It's okay to let them think they've won. Meanwhile, the Lightworkers are growing in number and power, preparing to release a sonic boom of positive energy that will lay them flat. Do not for one moment think you are backing down out of fear. Rather, you are being strategic, letting them think they have the upper hand until the day comes that all the dominoes fall, and we shall see what we shall see. Some things are beyond your ability to comprehend from your present state of awareness. Trust that we, your faithful team, are on the job, lining up synchronicities and opportunities so that as the planets align, so too will events on Earth. You are not alone. You never were, and you never will be. We've got your back, front, both sides, top and bottom. We're steady Eddie on the job. Trust and know that this is true. Shake off the worry and fear, for it does not serve you. Embrace love and light. Liberally share it far and wide. That is the most powerful way to incite change. With enough Lightworkers on the job, this present dilemma could be easily and rapidly resolved. Therefore, keep spreading the word and calling upon those who are awakening to join in the cause of transforming yourselves and the earth. While I found comfort in Metatron's initial answer, it wasn't enough, so I went back for more clarity a few days later. We begin. I said, you say to stop making a big deal out of it, but it is a big deal for a lot of people who will suffer as a result. Metatron replies, you're assuming it will be overturned. What if there was another outcome? What we're saying is that by focusing on the unwanted outcome, you are most certainly helping to manifest that which you don't want. Yeah, Metatron, I see your point. So you're saying the wise choice is to do what we can to achieve a good outcome, stay in flow and ease. Then if it should go the wrong way, we deal with it when it happens. Don't go borrowing trouble, sort of thing. Metatron responds, yes. Stop giving your energy and attention to that which you do not want. That's like pouring gasoline on a fire. With enough of you aligned to a positive outcome, that energy will prevail. Do not allow yourself to be drawn into the Sturm und Drang. Distraction is an effective tool that your opposition uses time and time again to win the day. Focus your thoughts, actions, and energy on the outcome you desire and let the rest go. You do not need to engage in heated debates in an effort to sway others. Their minds are made up. But here's the secret you have not yet understood. You outnumber the opposition. They are a minority. You are giving away your victory by believing they have more power. That's the mind game they use on you at every opportunity to tip the balance in their favor. Stop falling for that ploy. Instead, remain steadfast and true to your beliefs and mission. Bring like-minded souls together in your common cause. Then your energy and intention will be enough. Fear of the wrong outcome is the silver bullet they've used countless times to great effect. As a sovereign soul, you need fear nothing. You have legions of angels at your beck and call. Stay on your path. Stop entertaining thoughts of what might happen if. Remember, you're creating your reality with those thoughts. Train yourself to let the future take care of itself while you focus upon doing what you can in the present. That's where your ability to create change lies. Let go of the need to ponder on whether this or that will happen. Let go of that fear. Gather your wits and power. Focus on today. What will you do today to create a better tomorrow? Thank you, Metatron. What I'm doing today is following your wise counsel of staying in the flow and ease rather than fear. Plus, I'm sharing your message for anybody who's looking for such reassurance. So you light workers, what will you do today? Will you call upon your angels? Will you stand in faith and trust, allowing your angels to assist you in the coming battle? Will you join with your sister and brother light workers as we all together move forward to fulfill the prophecy of Earthtopia? I hope that you will. Thanks for watching. This is Debbra Lupien, voice of the Akashic Records. Till next time.